mattresses and globalisation we put together for the first time. On a warm night in March, on a dark disco floor, I danced up a storm like I'd never before. Every step in the book, and then some that weren't listed for a song or two. I felt nothing else existed. Now if a dream curled at your feet, you take it home and name it. I'm struggling now to find something to blame it on. Strobing effects, or perhaps it was that dress. My eye was captured by a beautiful actress. Now the mind knew she ain't still in my memory writ large. She danced near me with her coy entourage. She tugged at the scarf round her neck, it came loose. She flung it and hung it from the disc jockey's boot. But before I continue, one moment's reprieve. I grant you, dear audience, a chance to leave for my tale. Never ends, and that it never started. When the house lights came on, I already departed. No, not one word was spoken, or a glance exchanged. And when the sun rose next morning, the world had not changed. See, we only touched elbows, is the plain naked truth, that I can't even back up my story with proof. We only touched elbows. I felt our bones clang together, then the moment was over in a falling feather. An accident, sure, but it happened, I'll wrangle. Our elbows did touch, our arms at right angle. Now there's nothing known, the observer could have guessed that the rock and roll drummer inside of my chest. Everyone's seen her films and now whisper her name. Though we only touched elbows, is not such a shame. For the world is getting crowded, and I can't see a last. It's not about leaving spaces, but filling the gaps. We're all bumping and knocking strangers all the time. Sometimes we don't notice, mostly we don't mind. A foot brushes your ankle on a peak hour bus. Someone's hand on the small of your back as they pass. The shopkeeper's fingers, while handing you change, can lightly brush yours without feeling too strange. Why I felt so alive, I can't quite determine. There could be a word to explain it in German. Some take others home, waking up to regret it. We only touched elbows and I'll never forget it. Good effort. Still spins his black moons and keeps us all moving with his faithful tunes. And the lights not in sync, they're mechanically powered. We only touched elbows and I still have not showered. Very good. Baby tempo, is 4/4 good or? Yeah, time signature. Good. This is actually the first of two shows today. This is playing at Pete's Candy Store at 9 o'clock. It's the New York City tour for Sweet Toothed people. And I hear you have lamingtons here. Is that rumor correct? How did you get the recipe for that?
We don't make them ourselves.
You import them from Australia?
Yeah, they get shipped in.
Wow.
No, dove pies.
From Joe Bjelke Peterson's wife, Flo Bjelke
Sure.
Peterson.
What is that?
Peter Garrett.
He was a state premier in Queensland. He was the kind of the Nazi state premier that actually being very repressive. In fact, spawned all these bands like the Go-Betweens and the Saints because they had nothing else to do. So it was a good thing that came out of that. But his wife apparently made the best lamingtons in all of Australia, Flo, and she's still doing it. She lives on a peanut farm in Kingaroy. Well, I haven't paid rent in a month or more. I'm couch surfing, and I don't have a key 'cause I don't have a door. I'm couch surfing, and I'm not taking calls. I'm between houses. Of my material possessions, I've lost track. I didn't need them. Everything I use fits in my backpack. Call it freedom. A pair of jeans, some shirts and a guitar lead, a toothbrush, socks and a paperback reader. All the rest is what's hanging off of it. I'm not answering questions. I'm between houses. Outside the night is cold and stormy, and you blew up the air mattress for me. And we'll talk all night like an open book, and I'll sleep on every breath you took before you leave. I'll sneak a look up at you. But there's an old saying that could bear retelling when you're couch surfing, that the guest should leave before the fish start smelling. When you're couch surfing, it's romantically existential. Reduce your life to the bare essential. All that which is inconsequential guides me.